So, welcome all of you to the first episode of Loki Season 3. Now, hear this Loki Season 3 and where did its first episode come from? Which only I know about. So, what happened is that Marvel Comics started a series named TVA. A series has been launched which will have only 5 issues, and this TA comic is a story after Loki Season 2 and Deadpool Loon, meaning what are the things that TVA is facing at this time? What are its working methods? Loki. What has happened to and how the Doomsday or Secret Verse event is creating a pre-event in TV. This comic is written by Kathy Blair, who wrote Lucky Season 2. Watch this video till the end because this storyline is canon in MCU, and I have chosen this leaving the breakdown of Dead Abel Burn again. So there must be something or the other to talk about. So if you are new to the channel, then subscribe to the channel, and also like the video. Currently I welcome you all. So till now, whatever we have seen of TV1 in live action. He had been working before that as well, where he previously interfered with the life events of Wowan's son, James Hudson Jr., on Earth 1610. Mobius had tasked Deadpool with finding Wowan's son, while in the present, he is seen with Gwen Stacy on TV. The backstory behind this is that when she was on her home planet, Earth 65, her Earth was attacked by an entity that started following Gwen Stacy, and suddenly this entity turned into a flock of crows, and he threatened Gwen Stacy that she cannot run away. But then TA's time door opens, and he also takes Gwen Stacy with him to TVA. Then TVA gave Gwen the timeline of 616 and told her that she should hide here. She doesn't want to do any kind of spider work, and because of that, she had to come back to TVA. And now, in the present time, Gwen Stacy is in TA, who is now preparing a video for TVA with Miss Minute, where this in the video. It is revealed that the TVA is new and is working in an improved manner, while Gwen beats up Mobius in the video. But Mobius was upset with Miss Minute's past actions because Miss Minute tried to kill Mobius last time, and the juice of the people with Mobius was taken out. Here Mobius is talking about the event of Loki Season 2, where we saw that Miss Minute did many such scary things. Then Miss Mint replies to Mobius saying that, it was just some kind of coding error. But now we have a serious problem and we need people for it because we have prone the entire timeline in the name of timeline. And then after that, you and your friend called the timekeepers, found, and killed the guy who didn't even exist. And that same dude broke your temporal loom, freeing all the timelines. And then B-15 told everyone at TVA to stay or leave as they wished, and now links spread in TV. Hearing this, Mobius said that you have forgotten that part where my partner sacrificed his life to save all your lives. And a voice comes from behind that no one called all those things, and then even the B-50 nunnery comes here. The three of them discuss how to improve TVA further, while Gwen Stacy takes a sideways step, leaving their conversation. She walks alone to hall number 6, where earlier there were many photos, but now Deadpool is there. There is also a photo of Deadpool and Wowan, and the rituals that Deadpool and Wowan performed in the Deadpool and Wowan movie, so maybe Deadpool's photo has been put to pay tribute to that thing, because we also know that TV sees heroes in a different way. After this, Gwen Stacy sees the statue of Loki here, where earlier there used to be the statue of Remains and Timekeepers. Now there is the statue of Loki. Looking at the statue of Loki, Gwen tells us that all this is because of this guy. What happened is Loki, or some variant of it. Here is the full story of it, which I don't want to go into, but it saved this place, and after that, it has not been seen anywhere till date. Along with this, Gwen is also thinking that she is not in her main timeline. Everyone knows that it has no place in the main timeline, but only Ovi and I know that we are living in hiding here, the same way Loki saved TV, a variant taken from a timeline that changed the entire multiverse. It is being taken care of, and because of that TVA exists, so this became the first example. And from here, Mobius and B-15 got the idea that we have to find many more such people who can help TA in saving TVA. While talking to herself, Gwen Stacy reaches the TA room where many pies are kept, and James Hudson Jr., who is Verine's son, is also there. In this story, we are shown the present time of TV1 is going on, and the background of all the characters has not been shown because we have already seen all the things, how TV was made and what is happening with Loki. It will be known by the end of this series. On the other hand, Gwen Stacy and Hudson do not ask each other about their backstory, nor do they want to know it, because they are focusing on building the future instead of looking back. But let me give
Future instead of looking back, but let me give you a little introduction about James Hudson Jr. So, James Hudson Jr. is from Earth 11610, who is the son of Levon, and yes, Miles Morales is also from this Earth 1610, whereas Marvel Comics had this character for 15 years and did not use it till date. And now Marvel Comics has introduced this character, which we may get to see in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the future. Gwen is also wondering if this is a variant of Wolin or a lost Wolin child. Gwen does not know who this is, and she does not even want to know, because Wolin becomes wild by remembering old things, and who knows, this may also be. That's why Gwen Stacy doesn't want to know his past. That's why these two. In between comes another new character whose name is Ingress. She likes to tease Gwen Stacy and call everyone for TVA here. Only two things are to be noticed in the conversation of these three. Number one is the use of prone strike. There is a cup poster at the back, and it is written on this poster that bring your own cup, and that is why we see a cup with the TVA agents, one of which was taken by Deadpool last time. Now, after this, these three A call comes from B-15, who is currently in Obi's lab with Peggy Carter and Obi. As the three arrive, Carter reveals who she is dealing with, and it is so terrifying that even she is terrified. The event that Peggy Carter told about was very similar to Gwen Stacy's Earth 65. Peggy also says that something strange is happening. Call it a panic attack or some kind of trance state where it's like facing your bad experiences again. As if people's fears have come alive in reality, Peggy further says that this is not happening in just one timeline. It is happening simultaneously in dozens of timelines. And who knows, these numbers may have increased as these days are happening very fast. It is increasing and people have named it madness. Some people are seeing their dead people in this trance state whom they loved very much or were their relatives. There are some people who are repeating their old mistakes, are living here, and the common thing among all of them is that all of them watch a glimpse of TV. And it is really strange that people who have never come here and who did not know anything about TA, after hearing how he can sense TVA and how he can see things from TVA, or even because he has worked at TVA, Movius takes out a notepad from his gem to write about it. Movius, who has a good idea of the situation, says that it might be a kind of disease which is spreading rapidly, but Obi says that it is incursions can happen, where timelines become entangled. Movius replies, but the timelines are free and safe, even if we don't know the specifics of what Loki did. Loki did make sure the timelines were in working order, and I can bet my last dollar that there can't be an incursion behind all this. Now here, Movius trusts Loki so much that he knows that Loki won't let the incursion happen. Then suddenly Obi is here with a brainstorm. He starts the session, which is a kind of his signature, and he solves scary things in his session, due to which he appears scared and happy both at the same time. He also writes 3 reasons for this here. The first is incursion. The second option is nightmare sickness. And for the third option, he asks everyone what could happen. Then James tells that there could be some kind of magic here, or some kind of broken dimension, due to which someone could come out of their dimension. If he is trying to come into this reality, it means that there must be someone behind all this. That is why TV does not have any protection against these things. Hearing this, he also says that no, we had it, but all the new timelines have to be created. This also meant that we had to sacrifice our safety. We could only monitor one timeline at a time, but now there are infinite timelines, and it's impossible to do that. Then all these people get ready for the mission, and now another new member is going to join their team, whom B-15 had kept in TV itself. Here this new member was Rami Labo, a commentator, actually this is a variant of Gambit here, who had lost his love Rog on his timeline, and due to Rog after death, he got lost in the darkness. When all these people came to this Gambit, then he did not accept their offer, nor did he tell his name. Even then, B-15 is here to give motivation to Gambit and to bring out the goodness of his heart. She says this, and Gambit agrees, but on one condition, that he should have access to the kitchen only, and then Gambit agrees to help them all. After this, the team reaches Earth 93 on their mission, because this is the Earth where the last attack happened. In this grade also tells that Ree has become even stronger, that whatever it is about to come closer. And then Captain Carter tells them all to spread out, and after their investigation, they meet at Ferris Buell. And when they are doing their investigation here, building the background like this rock here, and there are some others too whose names I am not able to remember right now, and in the middle of all this, James starts talking to the committee, and in the course of conversation, James orders food. And Gambit sees that behind the counter is a zombie named Rog. Rog suddenly starts attacking Gambit and says, "Let me die." This is exactly as Captain Carter had described it. He had said that people were scared of zombies. Mostly this fear is coming forward. It is their loved ones and their family members who had died earlier, and here this fear of Gambit. It has been manifested in such a way that it looks absolutely real. Here James also goes ahead to help Gambit, and as soon as he takes out his claws, the claws suddenly start coming out tearing the earth, while the zombie Nazis start chasing Captain Carter. And then we see that this thing has started happening with Gwen Stacy as well. Her TVA gadget isn't working, and she's trying to find it in the mirror maze, and then here's Gwen Stacy. The fear of Spider-Man also starts to surface, and here Spider-Man's reflection is formed in this mirror, who asks Gwen that, "What is your game plan here? Just stay away from this timeline so that I and the people with you are not harmed." And then a reflection of Miles Morales is also formed, who tells Gwen that there is no place that you have not broken. Hearing all this, Gwen Stacy breaks the mirror and she sees that many variants of Spider-Man are coming towards her in grade. With, "This is also happening." And she also comes here, and then all these people meet at one place, and through the time door they reach TV. As soon as they reach TV, Dr. Clock checks up all of them. This is a kind of function similar to Miss Minute, but this is an AI which is in the form of a doctor. Here, Dr. Clock advises all of them to take rest. Along with this, these people also discuss that there is someone behind all this who is trying to understand their personal D-mind, has the courage to reach there, and that is why these people come to the conclusion that to understand this kind of demon power, we have to go to hell. But before that, we should work on the advice of Dr. Clock. We will take rest, and after that, we will go back to our home. We will go on a mission, and then after this, we are shown a scene from the same night on TVA, where the voice in the background is saying, "Welcome to the TVA." The time works differently here, and we also see that Gwen Stacy is here in this hall, is walking around, and then we are shown that Gwen Stacy has seen a green cloak or cape here, and then we see that Gwen Stacy suddenly wakes up. There is sweat on her face, and she is very scared, and she feels that she has just seen a ghost, and maybe ghosts are everywhere, and you tell us this in the comment box below. Whose green cape is this? It could be Loki or Dr. Doom or Nightmare or some other Loki about whom we do not know anything. So brothers, this was the first episode of TVA Comics. Its second issue will come in the beginning of February, and if you really like this, if you like the explanation, then please subscribe to the channel. Apart from this, all your friends who have seen Loki Season 2 and are curious to know what is happening next on TV, send this video to them so that they too can understand what you have just read. What have you witnessed? See you with the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, have fun, love you, and subscribe. Bye.